All right, we'll open the meeting, 7:03.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. I feel like this is so good. So we have the meeting minutes for March 16th. It was our joint meeting with the town, which I actually thought was rather beneficial.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Did too. I liked hearing the town perspective on it.
I did. It was definitely different than what I expected on some things.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
For sure. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, Barb's got her own page for training.
Yes, she does.
I know. I said
We're gonna have to start stapling on extra pages.
I said to Barb, maybe she could just disperse it evenly
Yeah,
amongst all
split
of
it
us.
up.
I know
Share
it,
the
Barb.
wealth.
That's exactly right.
A page and a third. Well, I've done an online one.
Oh, you have let Barb know which one it was and when it was, and she'll add it.
Vicky,
Okay.
way to come in
Signed
hot,
up for
Vicky.
another
Come
one.
on.
Vicky is flying in with
hot.
training under her arm.
Coming in hot.
Do I have a motion to approve the minutes? Kate,
Second.
second? All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Since our second applicant isn't here yet, and I do believe she's coming, we can talk about training for a minute. I did talk to Felipe, and Felipe's like, I said, Felipe, can we do like a joint training again? Because that was awesome and everyone loved it. And we met with the town and everybody wants training, but the trainings, the day long doesn't have a lot to offer the things that we need. Same with the town, and Felipe's like, yeah, we don't do those anymore.
Why?
They just don't have the staff, I don't believe. And furthermore, now they didn't even have enough staff to do all of our referrals, which is, I think, one of the reasons that now we're into this exemption, which I actually really like. But, so he said no on the training, and now they're discussing, this is just an idea, which was not very well received. They're discussing putting a plan together to present if everyone is interested enough. Wyoming County has a code enforcement officer staff run out of the county that does everybody in Wyoming County except for Warsaw did not participate.
Wow.
So like, I don't know, I don't even know Wyoming County. So Wyoming's in Wyoming County. If
Yeah,
you
but it's
need-
little.
It is. If you needed a code officer, they would be coming out of the county. They sent out like a kind of a feelers email. It was not very well received in Genesee County because, I don't know, I think everybody feels like the small townness of it is the beauty of having their own code enforcement officer. Like, you know, they drive around and they're like, oh, hey, you're doing your roof and you need a roof permit. Come down to the office, that type of thing.
Is having our own cost prohibitive? Like, is it becoming an undue burden on the village of Bergen?
Not for us at this moment. I mean, he's part-time. He comes in on Thursdays, just like Ken came in on Fridays. He comes in when needed, when necessary. If, you know, people can contact him outside of the office. So for us, I do not believe so. Yes, you may.
I believe that part of that, though, is not just money. I think it's also that they don't have as many code officials. It's not, I mean, you look at the code
Outstanding
officials
issues.
now, and those guys are all getting ready to retire.
That is true.
It's very few and far between do you find somebody even as young as Gary.
That is true, actually.
So,
But maybe the county needs to.
that's a good
It's, you just get trained. You have training and it's all like online, or at least it was it still is maybe for COVID. Gary just did his training at home. Yeah, but maybe they should do a push on training, like recruiting, right? Like there are positions in every municipality where people are gonna age out and you have to be prepared for that. So maybe that's something that they really need to do is have an interest session or, you know, are you interested in being a code enforcement officer? This is what it takes.
Even assessor, you know, Byron's assessor just announced his retirement for September.
Really?
And there's nobody coming along that wants to be
Yeah.
an assessor
That's-
or
that's
anything
hard.
like that.
It's
It's
Brutal
just
right
crazy.
now.
Well, and the residents really don't like you,
No.
no matter what you do.
It's a
No,
terrible job.
It's a terrible job. Rhonda
Code
does a pretty good
enforcement
job of being positive,
Yeah.
our assessor.
Mhm.
But anyways, so that is also, and that was coming out of the planning department, Genesee County,
Genesee
so
County.
Felipe. So that's, I think, probably one of the other reasons maybe he doesn't have the time. So anyways, we were talking about maybe just doing a video here.
Great.
You know, invite the town, invite the ZBA. There's, Barb gave you a list of some, did she? Did you?
Yeah, it's there. This one.
Oh, maybe, do I have
Is
that
it-
one?
Probably not.
Oh, I'll
Yeah.
take Dave's
Yeah.
or Carol's.
I got it. Sorry.
Thank you. So, I mean, some of them, we can just put these on the TV, basically. There's some that are probably not applicable. Hot button land issues is always a fun one. There is actually a 2-hour video on the intermunicipal cooperation of building code officials.
That's one of them.
Oh,
It-
oh.
The number of hours comes after you.
Oh, I thought it was above since White Elephant doesn't have hours.
Oh, it's at the very end.
Oh, I see, okay.
Because it
Went out of the way.
took it to another page.
So
and
an
it was-
hour, you know, I mean, we could pick a time, I suppose, and.
I just want to put out into the conversation point that I'm open to anything except listening to the seeker again. See, can I put into, I'm in agreement with a lot of these sound interesting. Just go through the seeker
Yeah,
again.
yes, I'm with you. I mean,
Who've done the seeker?
honestly, seekers like watching paint dry
It
times
is,
10.
it's so hard.
It's so bad.
It's so bad.
It is, it
We'll
is.
post this video.
Huh?
Say it again?
Courtney's very will post a video.
That's what happens when you get us all together and there's nobody in the audience. Okay, so, do we want to do it on a regular night? Or do you want to try to do it in the summer, or do you want to wait? Like, I don't know, summer's kind of weird. People, a lot of times we have trouble getting everybody together. I'm not going to be here the next July and August. I'm out of town, both of them, in the University of South Carolina, oddly.
Which means if anything comes up, it's all in.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say,
Kate will be in full charge.
We did all right
don't leave
last
this
night.
in my hands.
And you
No one
did
wants
that
that.
Zoom.
I did Zoom it. You're right. We did Zoom it.
Yeah. So we can try to meet in the summer if you want. If there's not business, we could do training, or we could do training at another time, or we can wait and start it up in September.
Well, I think it's good to do it on the same night. I mean, because,
Yeah.
you know, we're scheduled to be
Right.
here on this night, so
Why
if
don't I
there's
shoot,
not that much to do, may as well.
yeah, why don't I shoot out an email
Much
and
needed.
say, this is what we're gonna do, like, how many are we gonna get? Is it worthwhile to have the training? If you can come, you can come. If you can't, you can't. We'll shoot it out to the town and the ZBA and figure it out from there.
Sounds good.
Okay.
What might be interesting if the town, well, not the ZBA doesn't really meet that often,
No.
correct? But the town does.
Yes.
Like if they agreed to do the same, they meet on a different night.
Mm-hmm.
They invited us to do,
Right.
a reciprocal relationship on that. We
Yeah.
might give the opportunity if somebody can't make one
Yes,
night, they
that's a
can
good
make
idea.
another night.
Okay, that's a good idea. Then we offer 2 trainings.
Then you offer 2 trainings and then hopefully folks can catch one of the 2
Right.
if the town was amenable to that idea.
Yeah, I like it. I'll reach out to Gary Fink and find out. That's a very good idea.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
We also have an open position.
Say it again,
Sign
sir.
this.
Just sign it.
Oh, okay, thank you.
We also have an open position, so if you know anybody who would. We have an alternate position open, so, which would be good to probably fill. So that's it, that's all. We went backwards, but that's old business and training. Okay, so let's talk about our first order of business, which is the Ralph and Rosie sign permit. So, a little background on this. Obviously, you've seen they've painted. So they were updating, and they were looking at putting up a sign, and they had the letters and whatnot, and so we talked to them and reminded them that they had to fill out a sign permit. So they came down and filled out the sign permit, which they did in April. And we were going to put them on the May schedule, but none of us could, we didn't have quorum for May. So, in the meantime, they wanted to make sure everything fit, so they put it up. And had trouble getting it down.
Had trouble getting what?
It down.
Oh,
So they tried to take it back down, and there was going to be some issue with, like, ruining the sign. So the sign's already up. The sign is already up. It is a wall sign.
it doesn't light up.
It does not light up.
It looks like it should though, doesn't it?
It does.
I kept meaning to come drive down here at
It
night
does
and
not
see.
light up.
Their color choices are much more pleasing, I will say.
I agree. The new mayor talked to them, is my understanding.
Is there, are they going to light the lettering
I don't believe so.
with something else so that it, like at night, do you see, I haven't driven by it at
I
night.
think that our LED streetlights light up everything. So I don't think you even
Need to
There was
have
a
it.
discussion about that when all the new signs went up for the Main Street grant, and nobody needed to even light their signs externally, because it's so bright.
Got it.
So they don't need.
Mhm.
So we just need to officially approve it if we think that it is pleasing.
Can you make a motion to approve?
Anybody second?
I'll second the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. I think it is a great improvement over,
Absolutely.
I do
Doesn't
too.
look like McDonald's anymore.
yep, a great improvement over what it looked like before, so.
I just kept waiting for the lights to go out. It's like, how is that gonna be? And I guess you don't need to.
All right. So Erica, I need you, oh, I gotta go grab the original. I need to have you, we got a new permit, a special, or a site plan. I just need to have you sign it before you leave.
That will be it.
I picked one up and I was everyone.
See? They were one of the same.
Okay, so in the midst of everything, we did not do a new form for the site plan review application, which included minor and major, because now we have the minor and major. And so she filled out the old one, and I filled out for her part of the new one. She'll just have to sign with all the information she gave me. So that's why you got kind of two, really. So this is Erica. And
Hello.
this is the planning board. And Erica would like to rent and put in a salon, a full-service salon, where Pivot was on the side here, using both. It's kind of like two businesses, using both businesses. It's a minor site plan because it's just a change of use. But she's going to give us a little overview of what she's gonna do. She gave us a floor plan, and the Village of Bergen wrote us a nice letter that said that they can come on our behalf to the planning board for the change of use. So, go ahead, tell us what you're gonna do.
So I plan to do hair, skin, and nails, and for hair, all types of hair, perms, relaxers, colors, different styles, even extensions, For the skincare, I plan on doing facials, waxing, spray tan. I plan to do mani and pedicures, and I plan to offer retail because of the product line that we use is Dermalogica. Plus, I'm also a Mary Kay consultant, so I would like to have 2 different, options for people to choose and see what they like instead of just using like one particular brand. And the hair care that I'll be using is a variety of hair care like Matrix, Paul Mitchell, Mazzani, option to, I shop at the local, I shop at the professional beauty store, which is Cosmoprof. You have to have a license to get in there. That's where I would obtain all my products and supplies. And I'm just trying to think of what else. I'm licensed in hair, skin, and nails. I specialize in each one of the different areas separately. And right now, the current salon that I'm working out of, it's only big enough for me to rent a chair. And my passion is really to be able to offer more than just hair to people. And especially like little people too, they like to get their nails done and they like to get their hair done and maybe a little makeup or something like that. I'm also a certified and authorized reseller for Dinair, which offers airbrush makeup. So I just want to have like a variety of stuff, and I feel like I have all these different skills and talent, and just with me being where I am now, I feel like I'm not being able to utilize them, so I feel like I'm wasting talent. So I've just been looking and looking for a long time for a place that was big enough for me to do everything that I would like to do. And I just happened to come across this place. It's 20 minutes from where I live, and I just feel like this will be a good start. I'll be starting over. Some of my clients may follow me, some may not, but I'm open to, everyone.
Where do you live now?
Right now, I live in Chalai.
Oh, okay.
I'm not that this has anything to do with it, but I'm also a licensed real estate agent with Howard.
Oh,
So I may have clients come time to time to like fill out paperwork or something like that. But I just plan to have a one-stop shop for all beauty and hair needs.
Yeah, I just went over, I've never been in it since it's been Pivot, but it is very conducive to what she wants to do. Like if you walk into the door that's closest to 19, there's a little reception area with a window, and then in the back there's like 4 rooms that they used for the acupuncture, and it would be perfect for whatever the different things that she wanted to do. And then the other room is quite open, and I think that's where you wanted to do hair and nails.
Yes.
On the other side, we were curious where you were going to wash hair.
I was thinking more close to the I know there's like a little landing in there, so I was still trying to figure it out, but I seen a little setup sink, and I was thinking that it probably would look best right along the little edge of the little, what is it called? The landing?
Where the wheelchair ramp comes into that door.
Yep.
So that back portion of that ramp, that would be the rear facing portion.
Okay. Yep.
Like that,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah. That would. It's a big space. I guess I didn't really realize how big it was. So, and I see you plan to be open Tuesday to Saturday, 10 to 7.
Yes.
Okay.
Appointment based, starting off until, things pick up
Yeah.
and things like
Yeah.
that.
She gave us a significant amount of information on the different chemicals. Thank you for sending over those other ones.
Oh,
Courtney
yeah.
took a look at them. We were concerned. The only thing that's different than any other salon would be the spray tan. And so I talked to Erica, and she said nothing's going down the drain that would affect our wastewater treatment plant.
I looked at the other salon online down the street, they offer spray tan as well.
Oh, do they? Okay, so that must be new. Does anybody have any questions for her?
Signage, have you thought about, like, the Pivot, like, the sign that you're gonna put up? You're gonna use the Pivot sign is just a trying to think
It
what's
was
up
just
there
flat,
now.
it was, what he told us was just flat against the wall.
Wall.
right?
There's a little bit, I think that it's bolted in, so there's like this much room in between.
Oh, that's something I'm working on. I haven't looked into what signs, but I'm willing to do whatever is easier so we wouldn't have to make any crazy changes to the building.
Yeah, so we gave you the sign permit, right? You'd have to
Yes.
come back to us for the sign permit.
Yes.
Even if you do a vinyl on the window,
Okay.
so.
Could you do both, the vinyl on the window plus the signage, or is that
I'd
more?
have to look.
Okay,
I wanna say yes. I think you can have two.
okay,
I think you can.
Yeah.
okay.
I never realized that was that big.
It is, yeah. And it's
Never
all
been in.
connected. You there's a hallway between the two, or you can separate them, so, yeah. It's nice, there's a little like platform where they used to do physical therapy where she's gonna do the hair and nails. It's gonna be neat.
Mhm. I'm excited and nervous at the same time.
I know. I think there's a lot of little salons, but they're really client base that they've had. I don't think that it's cultivating new clients as much as like,
And what's her name?
it's kind of.
Maria.
Is leaving.
Yep, one's leaving, it's kind of by appointment. You know, Lynn does by appointment at home.
Mhm.
So, I mean, I don't think anybody does manicure, pedicure unless Luke does. I don't know.
I looked on his website too, I didn't see any.
Yeah.
I kinda like searched around to see what
So
others
I
wanted
mean, I
to
think
offer.
that's a service that people would really,
Sounds good.
Great.
yeah. All right, so this does not need to have a public hearing unless we feel it necessary. Okay, so no public hearing. Does not need to go to the county because now of the exemptions. It is a change of use, which fits into that. So I guess we can make a motion to approve her site plan, if that's where we're going.
I move we approve.
Okay, Vicki,
I second.
all in favor?
Aye.
All right, congratulations.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Thank you so much.
Nice to have a business in there.
Yeah, we're
Yes,
looking forward
it's
to
going
it.
to. I just need to have you sign this, Erica,
Okay.
this new one, and I'll give you a copy of this.
Okay.
Courtney's already signed it.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no number. I think it's gonna be one of 2022. Okay. I'll send you a copy. I'm gonna send you a letter,
Okay.
and I'll send Courtney a letter. Well, I'll just take it to his office, really. So that'll be all set. I'll let him know tomorrow that the planning board approved it. Wish you very good luck.
Yeah,
Thank you.
absolutely.
Yes.
When are you looking to open?
I don't know how long it'll take them to put down the new flooring.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to rush them, so either July or August. I'm thinking maybe like August the beginning.
Yeah, we have to put the flooring down depending on what and where she wanted things. And then Courtney was just asking about the plumbing for the sinks.
Okay.
So he may touch base with you now that it's all been approved by the planning board.
Okay.
So,
Sounds good.
great, well, thanks for
Great.
All right,
coming.
thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you very much.
You're
Thank you.
welcome. Great job.
Thank you.
Take care.
Take care.
You too.
Bye.
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 All right, I think that's it unless anybody else has anything.
Any movement on 82? South?
No. Mm-mm.
No.
No, very disappointing. Come September, they're gonna have to, if they've already had one extension, they're gonna have to come back. Very sad.
What is this?
83 South Lake, where the Italian restaurant used to be.
Oh.
We approved 3 apartments and pretty much a redo of like the parking lot.
Facelift.
Complete facelift, landscaping, everything.
That'd be nice.
Yeah,
Yes,
wouldn't
it looked nice. The
Yeah.
plans are nice.
Yeah, drawings or
That was
anything?
almost 2 years ago now, wasn't
It'll be 2 years in
it?
September.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you can only stretch the COVID thing so far. Because we allowed them to have one, you know, because of the supply issues. People were able to stretch it out a little longer because nobody could get supplies, but,
Yeah.
you know, I don't know what's happening. It's very sad.
Hmm.
It's very sad. I'm trying to think if there's any other.
Probably, and everything's gotten much more expensive, that's probably one of the
Yes,
problems.
I'm sure it is. But it was confirmed they did not need a sprinkler system, so they were very happy about that.
Oh, that
Really?
was,
They
that,
don't need
I
one.
thought that was like one of the sticklers at the
I-
beginning because they had to have a sprinkler
Gary,
system.
I thought so too. Gary and Jerry went over and they both discussed it and they don't.
Oh, well, that's a
So-
significant savings.
Yes,
to them
because
then.
nobody's living above them.
Ah, okay,
because it's one story.
Right.
that makes
Well, that
sense
makes
then.
sense.
Yeah,
Yep.
So they all have access outside
Yes.
and no one else.
Yes, it has been cleaned up there more, a little. Okay, maybe not.
I haven't seen any half dismantled cars there in a while.
I rode my bike. I've been, the cars, the car situation is better.
It is better, yes.
But the building itself and the, I don't. think
Yeah,
it's
no,
any
that,
better.
yes, agreed.
So I think it looks better because the junky cars, there's not
That-
any
yeah.
junky cars.
Yeah.
in
That always
the-
improves situations.
It does, it does. And I will say that Gary, our code enforcement officer, did have a discussion with, Brandy, who is next to El Salon, who has the yoga and the meditation and all that. She had the digital moving sign that was bright pink. Yeah. It's not permitted at all. So Gary discussed it with her and I believe it is done. I believe it's been removed.
So should we close the meeting?
I think we should. So, motion to adjourn?
Aye.
Second.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.